did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it?
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Joe Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
From the 31, Wilson, and this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
Woo! Give me some.
All the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the
delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Has it complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. First down, going to the air with Love. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 44. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First down, Love to pass. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Love from the gun. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They go bootleg. Love. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line.
A gain of 14.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. For Love. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays. You don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's That's the way they should look at it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On the give, this is Eckler. Gets by and held him down. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off about the 31. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Number 34.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Packers 17. Chargers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Reed returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Return. The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
After 17-7 is our score.
Packers 17. Chargers 7.
Eckler, they run left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And 4.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49. And he's free going down the left side. It's a throw. End zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On second down, Eckler. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play action. Now Wilson. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Off the play fake, Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Love this time is going to set up to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a 1st down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield. But they executed that well. They really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready. They got it done.
That 1st down run could not have turned out worse for a defense because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
And we'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Love going to give this one to Jones. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. His throw caught. Get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 17 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Packers 31, Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Reed. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On first down, Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Play action this time with Love. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down, Love being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. Past the 20. There he goes inside. Touchdown, LA. 22 on the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Love. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Wilson is going to fight. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
At the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys that really value.
That's good for 28 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get in across the track for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Packers 31, Chargers 28. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. Now they're setting up a screen here on the left side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. Operating from the gun. Love. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one. Love now to pass on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on second and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down and 4. Wilson whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, it goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now they hit a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Number 30,
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirect.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. from the gun. Love. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
Is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Reed returning. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Henry's got it on the outside. And he goes out right around the 49. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well. They'll run here with Eckler. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. It's got a spot right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
50-yard line.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
3-yard line.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 27-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
He's back to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They got to exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 42, Packers 38.
Following the touchdown, back there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Love looking to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Love. Goes to the right side here, complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And here come the whistles and a timeout. with 7 seconds left. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. One last shot now for Love. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
38.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Chargers, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.